Well, guys, you're going to like the sound of this. Yesterday, we talked about how those order blocks for May call options for the $30, $31, and $32 strike were sold off, and that a bunch of puts were entered into. But now, today, GameStop is up. Those put premiums got slaughtered. And in fact, not only did those put premiums get slaughtered, but more people are jumping into calls again, right? Net call premium now nearing $2.5 million, and this was earlier today. Will they close before close? Well, that's something that we have to watch for. On top of that, we saw an interesting spread on GameStop. Once again, another quote unquote glitch with the ask at $35.67, showing a $9.75 spread. Moving on, AMC just announced that they are announcing their earnings May 7th after market close. This is awesome because this date just so lines up with that Fed meeting that is coming where people are anticipating a possible rate cut. Now, will everything sell off from April 20th into May 7th and then we squeeze? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Watch until the end of the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to turn post notifications on. Thank you guys so much for the support that you show. First things first, AMC setup is looking beautiful. We got this little climb with this little retracement showing that we could possibly be right here, right? Thursday, January 14th. And then you come in next week and you get this major jump higher, this major spike. That is very similar alongside GameStop as well. On the weekly time frame, this thing is looking better and better. We would like to see more volume, but again, based on Roaring Kitty's post, we assume to see volume after 420. Then Ryan Cohen's also hinting at that. We are seeing tons and tons of hints. Now, what's so interesting about that is it's very obvious, right? It's almost too obvious, and that's what a lot of retail is thinking right now, is that 420 is way too obvious. What I would like to say about that is I understand where everyone's coming from, and it does seem too obvious. I am in call options, I am in shares, and I would rather burn that premium and lose the money than miss out on something I've been waiting 5 years for. So again, I'm not saying take too large of a position that you can't handle, or I'm not saying, get out, jump back in. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but you guys get the point. As far as a couple other plays goes, short squeeze wise, HYMC, I just want you to put it on your radar. I'm not saying this is a squeeze play. It's up 3%, trading at 350, but the chart setup is looking decent. So if we begin to climb, maybe AMC gets simply move from owning some HYMC as well. Keep an eye on cost. Keep a side eye on cost when we enter this squeeze season. I think cost will move with GameStop and AMC. It's actually up 6.5%. Now, speaking of short squeeze plays, DJT is up 10%. Trading at 21.80. I gave this to you guys about a week and a half ago, and it's put very simply. This is on an algorithm. We got this coincidental pop based off of Trump basically saying that, sounding an alarm to the SEC, saying that there's naked shorting or some sort of suspicious activity in my stock. And of course, you got this pop, you got this catalyst at the same time. DJT has an 11% short interest. You can keep this one on your radar. It's not one that I am entering. But at the very end of the video, I'm going to give you a short squeeze play stock that I actually jumped into that Discord already knows about. So we move on. We have Hertz HTZ up 50% on the day, trading at $8.50. This is the weekly time frame, so it looks obviously much better. This is a straight up green candle all the way from $3 to almost $9. And you can see that back in 2021, this thing had a major squeeze, which began in May and then ended in basically June, almost July. Same thing, we had a squeeze in 2016. And how high can this go? Well, this is sitting at a 44% short interest, which is disgusting. And in my opinion, it could have a lot more room to run. But again, the IV, the implied volatility, I can't speak right now. The premium you're paying, I sound tongue-tied, the premium you're paying for these is going to be extremely high, and you could get burnt very quickly. So I would personally go shares over calls if I was going to play this one, but I have one that normally moves shortly after, and I'll give that to you at the end of the video. Next up, we talked about HOLO yesterday. It's down 14%. This company is just a scary squeeze play. Okay, it has tons of volume. Price is pinned. The chart is very ugly, and they just announced a 1-for-40 reverse split. They have done several of these. Yeah, this is effective April 21st. So come Monday, you're gonna see the price reflect this, right? Obviously, not a good thing to see. And this corporate action wouldn't necessarily cause shorts to cover their positions. But again, we'll watch it. We'll see how it plays out. Overall, not a good sign. Company is not great as well. Also, keep an eye on BYND, Beyond Meat, up 8%, has another stock with a high short interest, and it's coming right up on this cycle period. Now, Trump is trying to basically fire Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell is always too late and wrong, he said. He says that Powell's termination cannot come fast enough and that he should have lowered interest rates a long time ago. I actually think that Powell did the right thing and not hinting anything yesterday, because you can see that the markets aren't freaking out too hard, but they're also not buying things up, which leaves more room on the table for, if he said we were going to cut, definitely it would spook the markets. If he said, we were going to keep them higher for longer, or we're going to hike, right? Anything that he said would have spooked the markets. And I'll show you the SPY in 1 second. But I also wanted to point out tensions between the US and China are not going away. And China's kind of giving a warning signal. You can see that Chinese gold trading activity has been absolutely exploding. Take this with what you will. Obviously, a lot of people are going to have separate ideas on that. Jumping into the SPY, we are up slightly on the day, 528. Trading in this wedge pattern right here. And I would like to show you a couple larger time frames. First, I'll show you the 2 hour. First of all, we didn't get that jump up to 560 that we originally called out for, 559. We didn't even actually get up to the 553 level. Now we formed this W pattern, and based off of this W pattern, we should have seen a larger move up, but the SPY just didn't do it. And volume has been fading here. Coming into Monday, this is a wild card. This is a 50-50 play. However, I do want to point out something very interesting, a little bit of tin, right? The opening scene to The Big Short, Roaring Kitty posted April 16th, 2021 in this video right here. Okay, in this picture right here. This is the opening scene to The Big Short. Does that mean Monday we are going to fall off a cliff? Very possibly, right? If you like that tin. That is extremely interesting. And I don't know how we missed it, so shout out to whoever that was on Twitter. I know I've seen some of his posts before. Overall, we can see we had a ton of volume here on the last week, but this week, not much volume on the S&P 500. And what I want to point out is we actually didn't get to the top of the body of this candle up around 550. We didn't make it there. And it's not looking like we're going to close above 534, which is the top of the body of this candle, indicating we saw a weak push this week, a very weak push, and on low volume, right? I'm just warning you, starting next week, it's not looking good of a setup for the SPY. And I also seen a ton of premium being loaded on the VIX. So just be careful entering next week. Things could flush down, margin calls could be hit. Bitcoin 85K. Still rejecting off of this trend line right around 85,500. Actually very similar to GameStop's chart and where it's rejecting. It broke down out of this channel that it's trading in, but it's pressing up once again against resistance. And we're going to see what a lot of things want to do on Monday. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Or is it Bitcoin, GameStop green, SPY red? What are we going to see? Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. I'm going to give you this last squeeze play, but I will tell you really quick to join my Discord server. It's the very top link in the description. We have about 10,000 of you guys who come and watch the videos every day or more. And if you guys all join the Discord, we would have the craziest trading community in there. So get in. It's the top link in the description. We talk stocks and crypto all day long. Best vibes, best people in there. Come join the family, guys. Let's talk. And there's also just a ton of other benefits. It's not just a big group chat. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We have tons of AI alerts. And go get your free stocks in the description. Top One Futures account, half off when you use code LOTTO. You can take payouts over there. Now, the last stock I'm giving you is ticker symbol CAR, up 16%, trading at 84.41. This is another squeeze play that I'm actually in volume starting to pick up on the chart. It likes to follow a couple other squeeze plays, and I believe we are entering that season here. So this is just one that I want to put on your radar. It also has a 32.5% short interest. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to like the video on your way out. Drop a comment down below what number like you are and what you think is coming for Monday. The markets are closed tomorrow for Good Friday, and then we also have Easter Sunday. So that is it, guys. I will be uploading, though. Make sure to turn post notifications on. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.